Thank you very much, boys. Thank you very much, guys. So we're going live today, and for those who don't, we're going to be talking about Exosome for hair loss treatments. So we are based in Birmingham City Centre, opposite the Bull Ring. My name is Rizwan Aslam. I'm a pharmacist for 14 years. In the chat as well, you can ask Q&A if you want to know about what exosomes are, how they work.
Asian and he invested in PLP, then
Right, if anyone has Q&A, you can go through that. So I'll add that to my story as well, guys. We also will be simultaneously going live on YouTube as well. So if you're on YouTube, you can access this platform as well. So what we're going to be doing today is slightly different. We will go live on YouTube as well, and along with on TikTok as well. So do double live. So we'll be sharing some. We'll be sharing some stories. We'll be sharing lots of before and after. Those who are interested in the science behind PRP. So we can go through that today. So guys, if anyone has Q&As, again, we specialize, we're based in Birmingham City Centre. We specialize in platelet-rich plasma, platelet-rich fibrin, and exosomes. So we use it for PRP. So we do PRP, IPR, and exosomes. So I've been sharing a lot of transformation stories, and I'm sharing a lot of positive stories and a lot of also really recently horror stories as well. So there's a lot of sad stories that I've come across of real clientele. The reason why I'm sharing is there's a lot of lessons that can be learned, and that can save people a lot of money as well, so they don't fall into the same trap and may not make the same mistake as well. So I hope that helps people as well. So we're going simultaneously. We're going to go live on YouTube as well. So we're based in Birmingham City Centre. So if you have any question and answers, how the treatment works, what are these treatments, the science behind them, any side effects, how many sessions you need, what kind of result to expect, happy to answer that. So my background, I'm a pharmacist for 14 years. My name is Rizwan Aslam. So we run the clinic in Birmingham City Centre, opposite the Bull Ring. So I've recently shared, I'm going to put tonight on another story as well. Unfortunately, this is a story of a 60-year-old female. She contacted me today and South Hopiwa. No, so we're Birmingham City Centre only. So we only got one clinic in Birmingham City Centre. So we're opposite the Bull Ring Centre in town. So we get a lot of people coming from all the way from London. So all the Londoners, they come especially for, I'm going to show you the 40 billion one. So we have a 40 billion exosomes. So that's one of that is equivalent to 50 PRP sessions. I think London is going around about £1,000 per session. We got it on for £400. So a lot of Londoners comes for the 40 billion exosomes. So exosomes, what we're using is growth factors to help with the healing. So we also do PRP for joint and knee and shoulder rejuvenation as well. So all these are natural treatments using growth factors, where they stimulate hair loss, for skin rejuvenation and knee and shoulder rejuvenation. So we are, I'm going to be going double live as well on YouTube as well. So again, in the comment section, guys, if you have any questions regarding what these treatments are, how they work, side effects, the science behind it, who is a suitable candidate, who is not, I'm happy to go through that with you. It's going to be half an hour live. So you can see on our TikTok as well, a lot of before and after of a lot of clients. We do male and female, where there's androgenic alopecia, alopecia areata, telogen effluvium, traction alopecia as well. Angel Rajput, what is the success rate in percentage? So Angel, if I was to say 100%, it'll be quite misleading. So technically it's 100%. The reason it is because the clients that we take on, again, I only take on if the treatment's going to work for you. So I do have a high percentage of clients when they come for consultation. We do a scalp analysis. So I do have a high percentage of rejection where I don't even take them on the treatment journey because they're not suitable. So these treatment to work, you have to have live hair follicles And the way we find that out is by doing a dermoscope, scalp analysis. We also take in your medical history as well. So so hence only if it takes only if you have live hair follicles and you're suitable candidate, then we'll do it. So I had a call today. I made a video to share this customer's experience. So I had a lady, 60-year-old. She rang me today. She's interested in the exosome treatment. Now she has had six. Can I get appointment, please? Of course, Angel. So send me a TikTok, or you got my number there, 07835 900 966. So I'll send you my link, or you can go on my website as well. So best thing is to send me a WhatsApp message, and we can send that to you. Aisha, we don't sell anything. So this is, guys, this is not any. I know every time I log into TikTok, I'm bombarded by this oil and that oil for hair loss. So we're talking about medical grade treatments. This is not something that you use at home. This is a clinician, myself. You come into the clinic, we're in Birmingham City Centre. We inject these into your scalp. So basically these are stem cell treatment and growth factors. So whether you take from your own blood growth factors, or whether we use stem cell plant-based growth factors, we also do that as well. I show in Birmingham City Centre, opposite the Bull Ring. So what we do a free analysis, inclusive dermoscope. We check for live hair follicles, and then we do that. So what we essentially do is from your veins, take 20 ml of your blood sample. Angel Show is 07835 900 966. You can go on my TikTok profile and you can see the mobile number there. Sorry, Aisha, we're only based in Birmingham City Centre. So we do a lot of male and females as well. We do a lot of females, especially hijabi as well, especially a lot of traction alopecia. And I was sharing the story earlier on. So I had a call today. I was sharing the full story of a 60-year-old female where she, and in another clinic, she's done over six sessions. Cabo. Sorry, guys. I know you. Those who are trying to ring me, I'm gonna put this on silent. So those who are trying to ring me, please ring after the live. And best thing is leave me a WhatsApp message. I am back to back cleaning after this live. I will get back to you. Right, Kabul Cars Killer. The first one someone asked. Second one is you. The first, so that is myself before and after. So I was like that totally to that, and you can see live. That was with our transplant, by the way. So I did exosomes every month. You can go on my TikTok and you can see the full transition from every month. Not myself, I've done loads of my clients where I've made a video because it takes about 10 months. So you can see every month how the hair grows. So it's not tricky or anything like that. I've got hundreds of clients there. You can see. So these are guys. So anyone has any doubt, there's plenty of clinical studies on these. You can go on PubMed or you got Chat GPT. Type in there, does plant exosome work for hair loss, skin rejuvenation, same for PRP and IPRF. So these, we're talking about medical grade stuff. We're not talking about these potions and this oil and that oil with no clinical background to it. And so myself, I'm a pharmacist, so I specialize in platelet-rich plasma. Not only just for hair loss, I inject PRP into shoulders and knees for osteoarthritis and any kind of pain as well. So we use PRP for a lot of things, not just hair. So although we got hundreds of remarkable before and after stories, we use for a lot of different things, including under eyes. So you can see on my website as well about that. So these are medical grade treatments. So I was saying, so I was dealing with a 60-year-old female. She's had 5 PRPs now, and she has. This is another clinic. She's not had any results. Now, when I spoke to her, there was a couple of alarming things. I asked her what was her diagnosis, and the thing she said was she doesn't know. She thinks he was a doctor. The clinic she's at, it's a big name. I can't name the company in Birmingham. So it's a big name. She went to, she saw her, but they haven't told her what her diagnosis is. So guys, so regardless, I say this to all my clients, anyone I speak to, imagine you go to the doctors, you got a problem, you come home with a medicine, he charged you £1,000 for it, and your family members ask you, okay, so what? Then you got medication. What did the doctor say? What's the actual problem? And you say, I don't know. I've got illness. What would you say? That's ridiculous. That's a ripoff. You haven't been diagnosed properly. You don't know what your condition is, and you're just giving you medication. Unfortunately, I get hundreds of calls now. A lot of clients from other clinics are ringing me to say this is exactly what's happened to them. And please don't let a clinic tell you you got alopecia. Alopecia is just a fancy word for saying hair loss. So what is it? Androgenic alopecia, telogen effluvium, traction alopecia, postpartum. There's so many different underlying issues, because if you don't know what the issue is, your diagnosis, then how can you do treatment and what you're spending your money on? So this was a sad story where now, so she said that was a first red flag. She hasn't been told what her root cause is. They said it's just female pattern baldness, and they offered her PRP. So this is a red flag. There's no diagnosis has been done, underlying cause, and she's been offered PRP. Now, next thing was the cost of it. She paid over £250 per session for PRP, which is astronomical. She's paid over £1,000 for 5 sessions. Now, whereas us we do PRP, the clinical grade, for £100 a session. So she was getting extortionate charged as well. And being her age, obviously that was a rip off for her. So we only charge for PRP £100 per session. And so that was the second red flag. So she's not been diagnosed. She doesn't know her diagnosis, and the price. Oh, she's been ripped off. 3 times the market price they're paying her. She's had 5 sessions. She hasn't got any results. And her medical history. Now, when I took her medical history, she told me she's got high cholesterol level, and that's especially a no-no for a 60-year-old and high cholesterol. We don't do PRPs. The reason is you can even see when you make the plasma, you can see the fatty bits, and it comes out really milky. So high cholesterol level, you're gonna get very weak plasma. So if you got a medical condition, anemic, it shouldn't be doing PRP. Hence why she's done all this. She's done the sessions and she has got results. So when she sent me the photos, I had a look. Yeah, it was traction alopecia there. So what she needed was, the only solution was for her is the. When I spoke to her, I didn't feel really sorry for her. She spent a lot of money and she didn't get results. So she's coming to myself. So I will share the full journey before and afters as well, so you guys can see. So I recommended to her not to use blood-based treatments. So PRP, IPF, them are only suitable if you're a healthy individual, non-smoker, who have medical issue, then is worth using them. Rather, I refer to her to have exosomes. So exosome are stem cell treatment, way more powerful than PRP. Don't need your blood, so it doesn't matter if you got cholesterol or any issues. So it's not dependent upon that. And along with the minoxidil. So I will share that interesting story. So that's what's going to go live today. Right, Share. I'm interested in PRP. Would you mind talking about it? Sure, right. So, DTT, yes, we are open every day. I'm open from Monday to Saturday, 10 o'clock till 8 p.m. So consultation with dermoscope analysis is free. So, right here, so PRP means platelet-rich plasma. What we're essentially doing is, so a way to understand is, when you cut yourself, the body now sends platelets to the area to reduce inflammation, repair the area, rejuvenate it. After a bit, it heals, and after a few weeks, you got brand new skin. That is done by your platelets. So platelets are your cells which contain growth factors. So we have up to 7 different growth factors, and each growth factor does a lot of different things, and I can expand into the growth factors. But that's simply to understand. So that's what healing's done. However, what we're doing now, this healing component of platelets, using a centrifuge. So I'll show you one here. So that's my centrifuge machine there. So what we're doing is we're using centrifuge to now separate your blood. So your blood contains many different things. There's red blood cells, white blood cells, blood plasma, which has platelets. We don't want the red blood cell that has oxygen. We get rid of that. We don't want white blood cells because that's for infection fighting, etc., etc. We remove that. What we after is the yellow plasma because it contains platelets. However, what we do, we concentrate. So imagine I told you about the cutting of your skin. What we're doing is we're harnessing that same mechanism, but concentrating it. So we got a lot higher concentration. Then what we do in a small needle. So this is purely natural using your own mechanism. So how strong your immune system is how strong response you're gonna get um, for your results. So next, what we do is we put it into a syringe and we inject it into your scalp. We don't go too deep. So wherever you got hair thinning, hair loss, we inject it there. What happens there? Um, so it only takes a couple of minutes to cover the full head. Now, what happens? These growth factors now go on. So the names in the trick is in the name. It says growth factors. They go on to stimulate your hair follicles to grow. So I told you about in your platelets, you have 7 different growth factors. One of these growth factors, they form angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is the process of making new blood vessels. So, for example, your hair becoming weak. What you want to do is, especially for males as well, androgenic alopecia there. But these growth factors make new blood vessels, so your hair follicles will get more oxygen and nutrients. Therefore, will get stronger and get better results. Other growth factors, they stimulate cell proliferation. So what they do is essentially your hair follicle stimulated to stop falling, regrow and make thicker hair. So stay in the anagen phase, which is the growth phase. So sometimes if somebody is shedding, losing a lot of hair, so we have a hair cycle. Their hair are in the shedding phase. What these growth factors do, they accelerate that phase. So once the hair come out of the shedding phase, and then into the growth phase. So in a nutshell, these growth factors, they stop. So if your hair are falling, they stop the shedding and reduce it. They strengthen your current hair, and then lastly, regrow your hair as well. What I mean by that is, say, so your hair strand, that's your hair strand, say it falls out, the follicle doesn't die, it's not dead. What a lot of people believe, the root of it, the follicle, still has a blood supply. However, it goes to a sleep mode, what we call a dormant phase. However, so what we're trying to use using the growth factors is stimulating these dormant follicles now to wake up. That's what we do. So therefore, how strong your growth factors are, the stronger the response is going to be. So that's what depends on non-smokers, if you're a healthy individual. So instead, if you're not a healthy individual, you smoke, we don't like to use your blood. Instead, we use exosomes. So exosome is a stem cell solution made from plant growth factors. We don't need your blood, no need to poke it. We apply this solution to your scalp and we microneedle in. Again, these growth factors, we get a higher concentration than what we get from your blood. And yes, and they do exactly the same thing, but imagine a lot higher concentration. So all these treatments is all about the higher the concentration of growth factors, the better results you're going to get in lesser sessions as well. So we do platelet-rich plasma, platelet-rich fibrin, exosome. I do 4 different types. Exosome, I got the Britain's strongest exosome, which is 200 billion. So one session of 200 billion exosome is same as you having like 300 PRPs. And that's insane strong that we do. And these are very safe. These are plant-based. They're licensed. They're regulated. They work really well. And you can see loads of male and female before and after on my website. So, right, I hope that answers the question. User 74, I'm based in Birmingham City Centre. So, it is opposite the Bullring Centre on Allison Street. So, we open Monday to Saturday, 10 till 8. We're offering a free consultation, including dermoscope scalp analysis as well. So each session only lasts half an hour, guys. And minimum invasive, whether you do PRP, or you do exosome, is only half an hour session. It's minimum invasive, meaning you don't have bandages or anything like that. I mean, you can go to work, not a problem as well. The next day, for half an hour, your scalp will be sore. The only thing we say, whether you do PRP or IPRF or exosome, is for 24 hours. Keep your scalp nice and dry. Don't put any oils on, don't put any creams on, leave it dry, let it heal. That's the main thing we ask for. The reason is you have a lot of, obviously, we penetrated the skin, risk of infection. So as long as you keep it dry, obviously we put antiseptic on there and you'll be absolutely fine. And the session is very quick. Exosome only takes 15 minutes. PRP takes half an hour. Hope that answers your question, Raisha. So again, it's very safe. Again, you're not going to get a reaction because it's from your own blood, where you harnessing your own growth factors. Task Sweets, thank you very much. Uh, so Task Delicious Sweets, hope you enjoyed our live and hope it's been informative for you as well. Thank you for the like and the share. Can you do both at the same time? B, right. So for a few females, I've done at the same time. What I've done is it was quite significant. I did for a female for postpartum. What happened was she had a child, and then after pregnancy, lost a lot of hair, and she had a lot of shock shedding. So what we did, so we needed something a lot more strong. What I did was I did PRP for her, and we injected the PRP, then applied the exosome on top, and then microneedle it in. And that combination, it took us 5 months, got really good results. Alhamdulillah, her the full head, she's got really nice and thick now. I was trying to, I did ask her permission to share the before and after. I mean, I've got loads on my website and my TikTok, but unfortunately, because she wears hijab, she didn't want them to be shared. So I totally respect that. But yeah, that was one incredible transformation. It did take us about 6 months though. So guys, so any of these treatments, it's not it's not magical that you do one treatment, your hair come out. It doesn't work like that. B, I'm gonna be looking to book with yourself by next week, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah, you're welcome anytime. So you can find my link on my website, on my profile, our phone number as well. So we're Monday to Saturday, 10 to 8. And there's quite a few clients that be coming from London, so and Glasgow as well, and Wales. So those people who are traveling from outside the city, what I've been advising them to do is to save your trip, to send me a photo of top of your head or a video. Also includes your medical history, guys. Even if you're taking anything or the cancer is so important. So I know this can be quite confusing. There's so many treatments. There's PRP, IP, exosome. Which one to choose and how much? We can help you make that decision. And I can't. And everyone asks me how many sessions do I need, and I'm like, I don't know because I'm not even seeing it. So until I don't look, the first thing we do is I put a camera. I'll show you. Actually, I might show you live as well. Give me 1 second. So this is called a dermoscope. So this is dermoscope. So we put that in scalp analysis, and I'll show you this. So this is the most important thing before we do anything. So you can see that. So this is called dermoscope, guys. So this is times 200 magnification. So we can see everything there. You can see the new growth as well. See these tiny hair, guys. So I'll be doing exosomes. So this is my own scalp. I'm doing it live. Yeah, so that's my own head I'm trying to show you. So what it does show you as well, the root of the hair follicle. So what this shows us, we look at your scalp. I've got a bit of inflammation there. We look at make sure it's not blocked the roots, and you can see new hair. So for example, that's the new hair. So I've been in exosomes every month. So these are new hair that coming out. So, for example, I showed you. So what happens is the hardest part of this treatment is having patience, guys. So it does take time. So I'll do what I showed you there. So that's the first thing I do. I look at your scalp, crescent belt, price, which treatment. So if you're after the exosome, that's 430 million strength with biotin, copper tripeptide, and dutasteride. Just for androgenic alopecia, that's for 175. So until I don't look at that, I can't see your hair. I can't give you an answer, as in how many sessions you're gonna need. So and your medical history. So again, this is so important, guys. This free dermoscope analysis, what it will allow us to do is diagnose what your problem is, see the root cause of it, and honestly, it can save you thousands of pounds. I've shared this story many times. This dermoscope free one, it saves customers so many money. 15, what guarantee it'll work? Good question. So we look at history, and you have to have live hair follicles. I'll give you a simple example. If you have dead hair follicles, these treatments don't work. So these treatments will not revive the dead. So for example, you've probably seen men who got hair on the side and the top, from the top there to the front, it's like shiny bald. If it's shiny bald, that means the follicles are dead. We don't even do the treatment. So we don't even do the treatment. I send them to Turkey, get a transplant, and then come back and then get exosomes and PRP. Then it will work. Okay. So that's how you would do it. 50. I'm based in the Birmingham City Centre, opposite Bullring. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 till 8. So scalp analysis is the most important thing. So here we can see if you got live hair follicles, and only I do have. So guys, don't be disappointed if I do turn you away. So we are very strict in terms of the clients are taking. So it's a long journey of this hair growth. So you're going to be coming once a month, at least for 5-6 months straight, at minimum 5 months at least. So once a month for 30 minutes for 5 months. It's a long journey. So I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time and money. So don't be upset. Like if I say, look, you don't have any live follicles, honestly, you save a lot of money. I know a lot of people get upset, but I'm very strict with my criteria of taking in. So yeah, so that answers your question. So I will only treat if you got live hair follicles if these are suitable for you. So I'll give you an example. I had a client who wanted PRP. 50. Can you walk in or have appointments only 50? Consultation is free, including scalp analysis. Yeah, so you can go on my TikTok and you can send me a WhatsApp message, or you can book to my website as well, rockhealth.co.uk. So I had a client where he wanted PRP, however, he was on immunosuppressants. He was taking methotrexate. So he had arthritis. Again, these immunosuppressants, they suppress your immune system. Therefore, your platelets are going to be incredibly weak. It's not going to work. And when I did his scalp analysis, he had hair at the top. He had very, very fine hair, and he was not going to get the desired result he wanted. It was impossible for me because we can't revive the dead. Unfortunately, he was a bit upset because he just wanted me to try a few sessions. He was scared. He didn't want to get a transplant. But unfortunately, that was his only option. So I didn't take his money. We didn't do the treatment. I refused to do that because, again, his platelets are going to be not really worth it. Even if he's healthy, he wasn't on medication. Basically, he never had enough follicles to give him decent results. His only option was to get a transplant, which he was terrified to get. I get it; it's a painful and long procedure. But so I'm just giving you some stories of who's eligible for these treatment and who's not. You have to be the right candidate for it, guys. So not everyone can get these treatments and get growth. That's not possible, and being very realistic as well. Question 45. How is the chance roots are then not bald fully but thin at the top for a decade? So if you got hair at the top, even though thin, so we've done a lot of clients even after they had transplant years ago, but the hair transplant come really thin. They still got hair there. We can work on them hair that's still alive. What I mean by that, them hair that become thin, we can make it thicker. Therefore, will give you more density. That's the idea behind it. So crescent belt, you can send a photo or a video of top of your head on my number. You can WhatsApp it to me and I can advise you if it's worth you making a trip down or not. So that's the best option. And also another factor, so between PRP, RPR, so PRP, if I were to explain to you guys in the three treatments that we do in terms of strength wise. So there's not that bit. So in terms of strength wise, so at the bottom, so you do have PRP. PRP is platelet-rich plasma. We use your blood, your growth factors. However, you're going to need quite a few sessions. You do one session a month. So from your blood, we take your blood growth factors, inject it. I inject into the shoulders, knees. You can't hear me, Kristen? So I'll put that volume up. So we also simultaneously live on YouTube as well. So what was I saying? Yes, so PRP is at the bottom of the league. It does, as long as you're a healthy individual, non-smoker, not on any medication, it'll work well, and you got live follicles. You have to one session a month. Each session is only 30 minutes, a half an hour maximum. It can be a bit uncomfortable. We use a T-bar massager. What that feels like is like a vibrating device on your head. And then when we inject, it's like a small pinch that you feel. So yeah, so can I make a hair transplant on the corners and crown without taking any medication and keep it? No, you can't. So big mistake. Very important point I want to address this. So I've dealt with so many of them customers. It's a okay, no problem. So honestly, listen, hear me out. You can save thousands of pounds and painful and going through everything. One thing you gotta understand, guys. So the way you gotta see is, especially if you look into you got thinning there, you very likely got androgenic alopecia. Majority or 99% of clients who men especially who need to get transplant, they suffer from androgenic alopecia. Now the way you have to understand is androgenic alopecia is a long-term progressive disease. So it will only get worse and worse and worse. So if you take medication for it, so imagine, God forbid, you got diabetes, same like diabetes. If you take medication every day, you'll keep it. You'll be sure 90% of my clients who have had one, two, three hair transplants, they just do transplant after transplant because they do not understand the root cause of the problem and deal with the androgenic alopecia and use long-term medication. So the big myth is you got hair loss, you go to take it, you get a transplant, and you're gonna get hair back. This is the biggest lie, is the biggest myth. It doesn't happen. You're gonna lose your money. So and you're gonna go through horrific pain, a long journey, and after a year or two, you're gonna lose it all. Why? So, androgenic alopecia is built up of your testosterone, converts to a compound called DHT, mean dihydrotestosterone. testosterone. So, what happens with that is it builds up in your crown area and at the front, and it stays there. It does two things: your blood, the blood vessels, so it constricts them. So, imagine oxygen nutrients not going to your hair. Secondly, what it does is miniaturization. So, your hair follicle, the bottom of it, it squeezes it. So it doesn't allow it to grow and it stays there. So now you go ahead and get a hair transplant from the side, we take them out and put it to the top. Okay, that's nice. However, the DHT, you look nice for 6 12 months, DHT will attack it again and you lose the transplanted hair. And it's a myth that them are permanent. It's not. I swear by us, I've dealt with so many men who spent thousands of pounds, and because what they did was they just got a transplant, took no medication. After a year or two, they lost it. And the big mistake they done, this is what they don't understand. They think that it was a bad transplant. The transplant was alright. So what do? They'll go for a second transplant. Same thing again. I swear, I see this so many times. 6 12 months they get nice growth, then they don't take any medication. What happens? Again, they go for a third one. It's insane. They spend thousands and thousands of pounds going through the painful procedure only because they haven't understood androgenic alopecia, what caused the hair loss, what is the solution is. So unfortunately, if you got androgenic alopecia, you need long-term medication, whether you like it or not. If you're not going to take it long-term, then you're in trouble. You're wasting your money. So there are safer alternatives, long-term use, because again, DHT block you need to use for long. I tell all my male clients not to use finasteride, dutasteride orally. It works really well. Remember, you have to take for a long time. You will get the side effects, sexual disturbances, mental health issues. Not worth it. What is safe, which I use myself, is a spray formulation. Dutasteride is the number one DHT blocker with minoxidil. Put it next to your toothbrush every morning, 6 sprays, massage it in and leave it. It will lower the DHT on your crown and the front. It will protect the transplanted hair and your current hair, and you'll keep your hair for very long time and you'll preserve it. The moment you stop, you look good. After about a few months, DHT levels built up and it attacks your hair and they're gone. So yeah, so hope that makes sense. But I take it from the back of my head and here is no, that's a myth, man. I don't know who keeps telling people that. That is such. Don't believe in that. I swear to you, all day long, I do treatments 10 o'clock till 8 o'clock. 80% of people are those who believed in that. They had a transplant one, two, and three. You'll be shocked, man, and they lost it all because they think of the exact same. It's a myth. It's not. The bacteria are not resistant. So let me explain this to you. Your DHT concentrates in the crown, especially in the crown area. What it does, it destroys all your vessels. So that's why you have less blood vessels there. When you do a hair transplant, survival rate is only 20% there. Why? Because DHT has destroyed your blood vessels. So what we can do is make new blood vessels. The process called angiogenesis. We can put PRP there, exosomes, couple of months before transplant, make new blood vessels and lower the DHT. Then go to a transplant, you'll get higher survival. So imagine you just get you hardly got any hair, blood vessels. They've been destroyed by DHT. You're gonna get hair from here. Gonna put it at the top. Who's gonna supply with oxygen nutrients for it to survive? There you go. So finasteride insane. For if it depends what it is. Not everybody needs finasteride. Not everybody needs dutasteride. That's not true. So anonymous, this is not a special oil or anything. These are medical grade treatments. We do this in clinic treatment. We're based in Birmingham City Centre, opposite Bullring. We're open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 8 o'clock. So we use growth factors. So we do growth factors from your own blood. We centrifuge them, concentrate them, use them to inject it for hair loss, skin rejuvenation, shoulder and knee pain. Or we use plant-based stem cell growth factors, which are even more powerful, better results. And we apply it, we inject it in, it works really well. Awara, me visiting next week for construction. Hope you happy and sure, of course. So make sure you book, guys. Make sure you book yourself in, especially Saturdays. If you're looking to come Saturday, book in advance. We normally get booked at max Saturdays fully. So yes, so book yourself appointment, and you can go on my TikTok as well, so you can see the link there, or send me a message. I'll send you the booking link. Right here, ham PRP is for £100 a session. Consultation, yeah, sure. Christian, so right, yes. I mean, so if those people, clients who don't want to take dutasteride and finasteride, they want to go for the herbal option. And this bad boy here, you're right, saw palmetto. So guys, these are clinical research. Saw palmetto is my number one herbal option. I'll see that. So very high strength. So again, the main thing is any problem with DHT is every day you're producing as a male, you're making testosterone. The issue is not testosterone, it's the conversion of testosterone to DHT. Actually, that brings me to another question as well. Right, so yes, we do. We do a lot of Afro hair as well. So I treat a lot of Afro-Caribbean female. We have so many have come up from the wigs, and we got a lot before and after. You can see on my website as well. So we do a lot of that as well. Yeah. Yes, I was saying. Yes, so there's so many men where we helped out, especially over 30s, where they had androgenic alopecia, built up of DHT, and we also managed to, although we, because my background, I'm a pharmacist, so by looking at the hair loss and the symptoms, we even diagnosed a lot of men with low testosterone levels. So what happens, androgen alopecia, the issue is not testosterone. The issue is you're making testosterone, but your levels are low because it gets converted by enzyme called 5-alpha reductase into a compound called DHT, which attacks your hair. So those people who have high DHT levels will have low testosterone levels. And especially if the man is over 30 years of age, they naturally decline, foggy brain, mood swings, etc., etc. So yeah, so there's a lot of side, what I shall say, using my, because I've been a pharmacist 14 years. So although people coming for hair loss, I've diagnosed looking at symptoms, sleep apnea to iron deficiency to vitamin B deficiency to vitamin. What else do we do? Thyroid, underactive thyroid, low testosterone levels. because we can pick it up just by looking at your history and talk to customers and looking at your history. So yes, although we it's hair loss, we my background pharmacy, we have so many clients like that. Again, a lot of females as well have picked up the iron deficiency when they're coming for dark under eye circles for PRP treatments. We diagnosed that, got them to have blood tests and take tablets. So yeah, so you'll be amazed how what things you can pick up. So that's why consultation, sharing a history, being open and honest, share the full. We can pick up a lot of other things as well. Right, anonymous PRP or PR, which is a good question. So PRP and PRF, both of them use your blood. We obviously the way we prepare them and the tubes we use totally different. PRP contains anticoagulant, so it's a liquid. When we inject it into your scalp, the platelets literally blow up and they release growth factors. So they release growth factors and they stimulate your hair for 4 hours, stimulating your hair to grow. Now with PRF, it's 4 times more powerful. Yes, 4 times more growth factors in there than PRP. It's a liquid plasma. However, after a few minutes, it gels up. It becomes a fibery mesh. So it's a natural gel. What we do, we inject it underneath your skin. We inject it under the eyes as well, and for the hair loss. So what happens is this gel we inject it under your skin, and what this does is over 2 weeks it attaches to your hair, but over 2 weeks this gel breaks down naturally. As it breaks down over 2 weeks, it slowly releases the growth factors for over 2 weeks. So where you got PRP that activates only 4 hours, stimulating hair to grow, then you got PRF for 2 weeks. Continuously, it will activate your hair to grow. And it has 4 times higher concentration of growth factors. So PRF is way superior than PRP. What that means, PRF, you need lesser sessions than PRP, and you're going to get a lot of enhanced results. So a lot of Afro-Caribbean females, we've been doing a lot of PRF, and within a few sessions, it works. We get a lot in savings, and for males as well. So honestly, PRF is a second generation to PRP. So in terms of strength wise, guys, so the two blood one is PRP and PRF. PRF is 4 times stronger than PRP. After that, the stronger ones is exosomes. So exosomes, we do lots of strengths. So the higher the strength, the more powerful it is, the better results and less sessions you need. So we do 430 million exosome strength with biotin, which is a vitamin B7, peptides, testosterone, everything's inside there. Then we do a 10 billion cantella. We use that for skin rejuvenation and hair loss. Then I do a 40 billion exosome. That's got everything in there. And then we got the Britain's strongest one. It's 200 billion strength. That's insane. That strength. So to give you a picture, one session of a 200 billion exosome is same as you doing 300 PRP sessions. That's how crazy. You only need one of that. But yeah. So Awara exosome, yes. So I do a lot of PRP, IP, and exosome. How the results from exosomes are way superior than PRP, IPRF. So and Mahmoud Raidan number, please. Yes, if you go on my Rocket Clay TikTok profile, you can click on there. You can see my phone number. You can click on there and you can directly, or you can probably see here 07835 900 966. And guys, also pain as well. So those people who don't like to take the bloods, and there's a lot of people, if you're scared of needles and you don't want, PRP can be very uncomfortable when injecting quite deep. Now, if you don't like needles, you don't want a painful procedure, exosomes. Exosome not only has got more growth factors, stronger, honestly, very controlled. You fall asleep in the chair. So it's very, it feels like you're doing a derma roller. So you apply the solution and microneedle it in. It only takes about 10 minutes, but the procedure is not painful at all. I need to go. Oh, from Germany. Sorry, in UK, in Birmingham City Centre. Mum is right done. I'm in Birmingham City Centre, opposite the Bullring Shopping Centre. It comes in a Digbert. Awara, there you go. I've just answered your question. If it's painful, honestly, it's very it's not painful at all. And that is one again, that's a very important question as well, guys. One of the reason with PRP you have to have a lot of sessions to get good results. And one of the limiting factor puts people off because PRP is painful. It hurts. Those people know the stinging sensation of it, and you have to have it once. So if it's painful, you naturally gonna it's gonna put you off. So that's why a lot of people don't complete the PRP sessions. They don't get the results. Whereas it is far better to just have exosomes. It's comfortable, it's safe, it's more better than PRP. Don't need no blood, don't need to poke with big needles. Yes, okay, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. It saves you from all that pain. And to be honest, it kind of works at the same because it's so more stronger than PRP. You need lesser sessions. So overall, money is no brainer. It's kind of the same. So why are you going for something less superior, poking with your needles, going through all that pain when you can have something comfortable, safe, and get better results? So honestly, exosomes way superior. True, but then TRT causes hair loss too. So good question, true story. So the issue with when TRT, especially androgenic alopecia, so it's not that testosterone causes the hair loss. So if somebody's got androgenic alopecia, they're using TRT. I do treat a lot of men with who are using TRT. The issue is not the TRT testosterone. So the issue is the higher the testosterone goes, the more conversion of it into DHT. The issue is the conversion of testosterone to DHT, which is the issue that will accelerate more hair loss, especially if they're prone to alopecia. So the problem is when they say genetically, it's the enzyme called 5-alpha reductase that is switched on. So that's converting all your testosterone to DHT. Right. Hope that answers the question. Oh, Hamza, best injection for good hair, exosome is the best. You get far superior results. Exosome, Awara, I would always choose exosome over PRP and IPRF. If you're a non-smoker and you're healthy, definitely go for PRF over PRP if you want a blood-based one. If you don't want us to poke you around with needles, you want a very comfortable procedure, and you want a stronger procedure, exosome. So, guys, regardless, so Islam inspires. Good question. Yes, it's available in UK. So I specialize in exosomes. So I do platelet-rich plasma, IPRF, and exosomes. In fact, I do 4 different types of exosomes. The higher strength, the more powerful and more better results. But all of them get remarkable results. I've been in for over a year now. Males and female get way better results than PRP, honestly, and it's very comfortable. So all the prices on my website, rockhealth.co.uk. So PRP, we do £100 a session. PRF is for £200. Then we do 4 times exosome, so 430 million exosome with biotin, peptides, and dutasteroid. That's for 175. Then I've got 10 billion Sika Cantella for £300. Then we've got 40 billion one. So those people are trying to understand what that means. 40 billion is number of growth factors. So 140 billion is same as you have 50 PRPs. That's how crazy it is. So yes, 40 billion, you have £400, and then I got a 200 billion one. That's for £1,000 per session. But we do offer packages as well, guys. So package is package of 3 or 5. When you pay upfront, you will give further discount as well. Right, sure. I'd like to know what kind of alopecia. So for sure, of course, obviously without looking at it, I can't tell you. We obviously do a dermoscope. I was showing a live demonstration. Those people who missed it, I will show you again. So when you come in, it's pop. So this dermoscope self analysis is free. So what we do is here, and I'll do on my own head so you can see. Right, so that's a screen. What we allows us to do is see your scalp. It looks so you probably can see a lot. So you can track new growth. So these are new hair coming out. So one thing about this hair loss, guys, hair only grows 1 centimeter a month. That's how they grow. So, give me 1 second. So hair only grows 1 centimeter a month, regardless of what treatment you use. Because it grows 1 centimeter a month, the first 3 months when you come for your treatment, you're looking for results. You're not going to see much because they grow very very small. So I'll just show you on the screen my own hair, the new hair that's coming out. So every month we put a camera to your scalp, and you can see, especially after month 3, the dormant hair follicles waking up. What these are is, we say, normal people say, oh, this is new hair. They are new hair, but they in fact were your old hair. So what happens? Your hair follicles falls out. It doesn't die straight away. The root of it is still alive, but it goes to a sleep mode called the dormant phase. So it takes about 3 months to wake them up, and then you can see it live. But now for them to become a long strand, so you can visibly see in your head, it takes 6 months. So with this PRP, I prefer exosome. I set realistic expectation, guys. So to see the full results, it will take 6 to 9 months. Don't expect too big results. Yes, some people, we do get a lot of people even before that, get insane results after 3 months, 4 months, get incredible results. But 6 to 9 is an average, is what you should be expecting. Especially here, the crown, you're looking at 6 to 9. Crown takes a very long time. So if you're treating that, you got to be patient. You can get results, but it takes time. Awara, how much is 200 billion? That's for £1,000. You only need one session of that. 175 is for the 430 million strength. So if you only need hair growth on, so if you're young, so when you're young and you're shedding a lot, yes, we're in UK, we're in Birmingham City Centre, right? So yeah, if you're young and you lost a lot of hair, you have a higher chance. So the thing is, the speed, and speed is of the essence. So the quicker you're gonna treat it, the higher chances you have to recover your lost hair. So if you've been bald for like 20 years, obviously you can't recover that. It's too late. So anything in the last 12 to 18 months you lost, you can recover it. So exosome is a lot better option. So I've gone through the prices. For anonymous hairline, it depends. So you have to be realistic. Again, if your hairline's totally gone from the back here, again, we can, if the existing hairline, we can make that thicker and stop it from going back. That's one thing we can do. However, if you're trying to bring your hairline forward at the front, that can only be done by transplant. So again, the only way for me to tell you if this is suitable or not, you can send me a photo on WhatsApp. So you can go on my TikTok, see lots of before and afters as well. So yeah, you can come in for free consultation, or you can send me a photo. So those people coming out of town, they like to send a photo of the head via WhatsApp, and I can tell you if it's suitable or not. Rabs, sure, I'm helping to help. Islamic Spies, I will visit you, brother, from London. Yes, you're welcome, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, I get a lot of brothers coming all the way from London. And you know what? A lot of them come for that mighty 14 billion. They all love to come for this one. And alhamdulillah, for myself as well. So I appreciate it. They're coming all the way for me. But also for the price. Because this same one, exact same one, the 40 billion one, is going for about £1,000 in London. And you only free session, but we got it on for 400. This one tiny one in the liquids made, that's got 40 billion exosomes in there. It's got vitamins, minerals, everything. So in London they charge you around about £1,000, but I got it on offer for £400 a session. So everyone for London, these boxes end up going for the Londoners. So how much session? So again, I can only answer that question when I look at your hair. So you can send me a photo on WhatsApp. I can have a look and let me know if you're on medication as well and how long you had this issue as well. So I can give a good estimate. So also when you come in the clinic, I'll scan your scalp. I can have a look at your follicles. So So Rab, so when you say hair falls a problem, so guys, so this is another important issue as well. So when a client comes in and they say the hair are falling, so there's no meaning that there's so much things that could be they're having which is causing the hair fall. So we have to investigate it before we tell you which treatment. Does that make sense? So I'll give you example. I've had literally three brothers, three different ages, come together hair loss. Now all three brothers had different treatments, different treatment plans, and home care plans. So you think well, they're all brothers, but they all had different issues. So, for example, if a female comes in, she's getting large chunks of hair coming out. We look at she's in her 30s, again through a period pain, going through a lot of periods. Again, she's on iron tablets, iron levels. She's got iron deficiency. Then we wouldn't use PRP. I would go for exosome. Does that make sense? So it'll be different solution. Androgenic alopecia, somebody comes in for that. They want PRP. I wouldn't do PRP on their own. I would do PRP with DHT blockers. See the difference. So if every you have to, hair fall has so many different root causes. So what my job is, what I try to do is dig deep, take your medical history, look at the pattern of loss, do a scalp analysis, then treat the root cause of your hair loss, and then we build it up from there. Because if you don't treat the root cause and you diagnose what the actual root cause problem is, you'll be wasting a lot of money. Rabs, and I was telling a story as well. So I've been sharing on my TikTok as well a lot of positive stories, transformation stories, where and how we done all these transformation for clients and has it made an impact on the lives. And I've done also horror stories as well, sad stories of clients who have a lot of bad experience out there, and so you can learn from it. Um, and one, for example, I was sharing early on, I was treating a client at a consultation. She's 60 years old. She spent over £1,000 in another clinic. She's still, after 6 months, she's not had any response at all. She phoned me for help, and I was shocked what happened. Again, the clinic had not diagnosed her, so I asked her what your diagnosis is. She goes, I don't know, hair loss. I'm like, alopecia. Alopecia is a fancy word of just saying hair loss. It doesn't mean anything. So I was like, okay, so your medical history, she's on a blood pressure medication. She had very high cholesterol level, and that's another red flag. I wouldn't do PRP if you got high cholesterol. You can actually see the fatty bits in your blood, and your platelets can be very poor. You shouldn't be injecting that. It comes out very cloudy as well. But all these, the clinic still, the other clinic is a reputable name. I can't name them, but they can't done it for her. And obviously, she's paid £1,000. She now got results. I felt sorry for her. So obviously, instead of that, I've advised her I'm going to do exosomes on her. I don't need her blood. Doesn't matter if you got high cholesterol. So Rab, so hope that answers our question. Sorry, there's no one answer to this. You have to have investigate. So this is where you paint. So guys, it's save you thousands of pounds. This is where you're paying for our knowledge, experience. My farm says you can just be spending money somebody else, a non-technician. And I asked this client as well, was he a doctor that you spoke to? Because if he's a doctor and you told him you got high cholesterol, they wouldn't do PRP because we know. She goes, I don't know. I think he's a doctor. He had a white jacket. He's Turkish. So they're seeing people seeing somebody's wearing a jacket or white coat is a doctor. So guys, any clinic you're going to, just find out who's treating you, make sure it's a medic. So all these advice I'm giving you, you can see how small things can save you thousands of pounds. Another story I was sharing as well, how another client has spent almost £800 in another clinic. He had 5 sessions. Again, after a year, he never had any results at all. He rang me. He was interested in the exosomes, but when I took his medical history, something was alright. I've asked him to come inside for free consultation. I did a scalp analysis, and lo and behold, what did I find? He was losing a lot of hair because he had a fungal infection. So his whole scalp was inflamed and raw, and his follicles were totally blocked. So what I did was, rather than him spending another £1,000 with us, I didn't do any exosome or any treatments. What I sold him was all he needed was to spend £10. £10 miserable shampoo. That's all he needed. He used that. He used it for a month. His shedding dramatically dropped. His scalp was better, and his hair started regrowing back. So whereas he spent £1,000, he's gonna spend another £1,000 me. So it shows you guys. So so knowledge, medic going to the right clinic, getting your diagnosis, taking your time, digging deeper to the root cause of the problem. And sometimes the solution could be very cheap. Could be something like just £10 and solve your problem, and that's it. So there we go. So I would, yes, Awara, I would recommend it. So I know it's quite difficult, which treatment to go for and how many sessions or what strength. So I will, when we do a consultation, once I've seen your hair, once I've done a scalp analysis and your medical history, I can tell you which treatment is suitable for you. If there's any home treatment as well, there might be some things you might need to take home sometimes, supplemental. You may need your testosterone, you may not. There could be some combination as well. So we will make, each individual will make a plan for them. So obviously I do my best in terms of getting your diagnosis right, getting your consultation, because I need, that's the golden one, guys. You get the consultation right, take our time on there, then the rest journey will be a lot easy. So obviously I will do my best in the clinic, but what I do need the client is to do their part. If there's any at home treatment, stick to the routine. If there's certain oils, certain things they need to use at home, or for example they need to take vitamin D. So a low vitamin D can cause a lot of hair shedding as well. Or we always look after brothers from London. So guys, again, if you want further discount, so if you do bring a friend, so if you're referring friends and family as well, we can give you discount as well. But if you want a discount, you gotta bring a friend or family. Right, any serums or vitamins after PRP? Again, it depends on the individual. So for, like I just gave example, I had a client today, he had low vitamin D, he's shedding. So very low vitamin D can cause a lot of shedding. So again, advised him, especially normally anyway, even in the pharmacy, from now all the way to Feb, I normally recommend everyone to have vitamin D anyway. Not only is great for chest infection, it boosts your immune system, gives you energy levels, and obviously it helps with reducing your hair shedding. So vitamin D like that's for everyone. For some females, for example, if I suspect they got iron deficiency as well, then of course iron tablets as well I recommend. But again, like I said, this serums and vitamins, it's not everybody. It will literally be tailored to yourself. So there's no one solution to all. Catch 22, is it permanent? So good question, Tad. So remember, guys, PRP, IPRF, exosome, and even hair transplant. There is no, in hair loss treatment, there's nothing such as permanent treatment. Or you do want treatment, you're gonna get permanent result. It doesn't exist. There's nothing on the market. There's nothing exist. You can, anyone promising you is permanent, it's not. So just remember, hair loss is a progressive disease. It gets worse. If you're losing hair, it just gets worse and worse. What you can do is stop it, halt it. You can reverse it to extent and improve it. That's what we're trying to do. That's the objective. So, for example, somebody who does exosome, for example, they do 5 sessions. They will only do that once with us. So do one session a month. Each session only lasts half an hour. You'll only do these 5 sessions once, complete your course, and that's it. Then once you get your peak results, which takes 6 to 9 months, we recommend one session every 6 months to maintain. Maintenance is so important, guys. So I dealt with one, this guy had, I felt so sorry. I'm gonna make a video on this actually. It's so much. I worked so hard on this guy. We then spent 6 to 9 months on him. He had a hair transplant, paid a lot of money. It went really bad from another. I don't do hair transplant, so he had it from a UK clinic. They did a terrible job on him. But we worked very hard. I done a combination treatment, exosome on him, and it took me 9 months, and he got amazing. He got full head. He was over the moon. So I have put his before and after in one of my videos. But and I gave him, he had to use dutasteride and minoxidil spray every day because he suffered from androgenic alopecia. So when he got the peak result, obviously he was over the moon. So was I. It went really well, but then he disappeared. So I advised him after 6 months, just have one session to maintain, keep using that spray. So after a month, he got complacent. He stopped using it. He stopped all the treatment because he thought problems are so. And all he was spending was 20-30 pound a month on that bottle. £30 actually, that bottle cost him. That's all he had to continue using. But he didn't. So after a few months, he got too confident. He's got full hair now. Problem solved. He stopped using all the treatments. As gradually, 6 to 9 months. After 9 months, I get a call from him. Riz, I need your help. I'm like, what's up? My hair fell. I was like, oh my god! After all that, I came into the clinic. I looked, yeah, it looked terrible again. And I asked him, like, what happened? We did everything. I worked really hard. And yeah, and I said, do you be using the maintenance treatments? And he's like, no, he didn't. He just let go of it. So there's so much I can do. I'll do my best to get in your. So that's what I said. Obviously, in the clinic, I'll do my best to get your diagnosis right, get the clinical assessment right, get your treatment plan right. In clinic, I'll do my best to do the best of the treatment with my expertise. However, if the client later on does not do the maintenance, keeps up with it, sad story, man. Awara, androgenic alopecia, what strength do you need? What strength exosome I need? So it all depends on your budget. So a lot of it, so as long as you use a DHT blocker with it. So with exosomes, obviously the different strengths, and obviously as you go higher strength, you need lesser sessions, but they are expensive. These are again lab-based, guys. So unfortunately, we have got the best prices in UK. Um, Very competitive. We are package prices, but they are expensive, no doubt. But they're worth the money, and you're only spending it once anyway. Shabnam Jatoy. How many sessions for good results of PRP? So if you're a non-smoker and you are not on medication, probably 5 to 6 sessions. So the offer we have on is £100 a session. JB007, we are in Birmingham City Centre, in Digbeth, opposite the Bull Ring Shopping Centre. How about 200 million strength? Is it permanent because it's one session? Islam, that's a good question. So that one you only do one session. It lasts you for the full year. So that 200 million, sorry, it's not 200 million. That's actually wrong. It's 200 billion. Yeah, it's insane. Even I can't believe it. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of customers. This 200 billion. So I will share before and after. It does take about 3 months to see the results. So Islam inspires. So that's 200 billion. So one session of that is same as doing 300 PRPs. That's how crazy it is. So yeah, one session is enough of that. Is powerful. User 75208. Does it actually stop hair loss? Any chance? And will it make it worse? So yeah. So what it does, these treatments, they stop the shedding. So they reduce your shedding, strengthens your current hair, and any hair that you lost in 12 to 18 months, it regrows them. So whether you platelet-rich plasma, platelet-rich fibrin, and exosomes. Ideally, Islam inspires. Yeah, unfortunately, that's right. If it works for you, then yeah. So it kind of works because you saves you by the time you include. Obviously, if you're coming from out of city, you're coming back and forward. The travel, the time is might be just worth just doing the one session of that. But again, send me a photo, and honestly, send me a photo top of your head. That's gonna be the best way of letting you know. How long does the session take? Mahi, session takes half an hour. So we use I've got Dax, I've got Exo Nature. These are Korean brands. And Mesostatic as well. Only use plant-based. These are safe and effective. Prices are on my website, rockhealth.co.uk. One moment, guys. One more. Right, guys. So the price is on my website. Just be one moment. So I'm back in the cleaning, guys. So yes, you can go on my TikTok. Again, send me a message or WhatsApp me. I will get back to you guys. Thank you very much.